Hello, everybody. Welcome to the it's 32 people left, effectively. This is the second round between Ninjembro and Julloninja. It is open hard, which is the mode, and Ninjembro has won the one before this. So if Ninjembro wins this one, then Ninjembro goes through to 16. If Julloninja wins, then we get a best of 3. I'm Goron1988, and I am here with Titan84. How are you, Titan?
I'm absolutely fine, and today we have open hard. So we replaced a lot of the trash items with heart pieces. Pieces of heart. We have 48 pieces of heart, I believe, and we only have 4 heart containers. One of them being the sank heart. We do not have half magic. It's been replaced with a small magic container. Silver arrows and normal arrows are separated. So the silver arrows are still in the pool, but they are non-progressive. We only have tempered sword, and we do not have any armor upgrade.
Yep. I believe from memory it's also 1 bottle as well, but...
Yes, true. We only have 1 bottle, but that bottle comes empty. 4 are placed, but we can only pick up 1, the rest get converted. And that one that we do pick up is, as I said, empty, so we are going to have to fill it if we need something in it.
Yep. And yeah, this should be a brilliant race. Both of these runners gone through tons of challenges to get here. You know, they're both brilliant runners. This will just be a pleasure to watch.
I would also like to preemptively thank our tracker, Pixcalibur, for tracking for us today. They are the heroes behind these streams because they keep track of everything that we miss.
Okay, both Ninjembro and Julloninja starting in Link's house, getting 3 bombs. So, Green Pendant, Desert Palace, the rest are crystals. Ninjembro is now going up to Hyrule Castle, whilst Julloninja is going down to the dam.
This is aggressive by Julloninja.
Well, actually, is that Mini Moldom Cave?
Wow, that's 4 bombs from the mini crab there.
Yeah, that's definitely helped Julloninja here. And, well, we'll get to see about Mini Moldom Cave now. In the meantime, Ninjembro is in the Hyrule Castle well. 50 rupees in the first chest, and we'll see what's on Uncle. Julloninja making light work of that Mini Moldom Cave. And, ooh, that's the fire rod on Uncle. But there's the sword, the glove, 20 rupees, a piece of heart, and a piece of heart in Mini Moldom Cave.
Yeah.
And
I think that's the first time I've ever seen Mini Moldom Cave be the first check you do in the seed.
Yep. There was the Hyrule Castle map in Sanctuary as well. This is very interesting on Julloninja's side. And we'll just have to see if this pays out.
I mean, you're going Ice Rock Cave at 2 minutes. Way before anything else. I mean, for this to actually be profitable, this needs to be a bottle or a float. Or boots.
Yep. Ninjembro getting 3 bombs from the mushroom pickup and is going for the Lost Wood drop down. Oh! So, Julloninja's side, that is the ice rod. Sorry, that was the ice rod, wasn't it? An ice rod. Sorry, no, the Moon Pearl in Ice Rod Cave. Why did my mind translate the Moon Pearl as the ice rod? But yeah, the Moon Pearl, really important this seed. This is such a payout on Julloninja's side.
Yeah. Now, if we have a hammer or even otherwise, even if the myths are in the village, that's very, very big for Julloninja because he is gonna skip out on an entire trip to the village. So effectiveness is on Julloninja's side. Now, Julloninja is fake flippering. I'm not sure about this, but okay.
Yep. In the meantime, Ninjembro is checking Blind's hut. There's a ton of bombs, 50 rupees, and a piece of heart, and we'll see what's in the back. The, well, bottom of the bridge check was a full heart container, and just a piece of heart at the back of Blinds. I mean, yeah, that play might be really, really useful from Julloninja's side.
Yeah, and it's plays like that Julloninja might have to make this game because you're down one game. You're gonna have to do something to win this race, and yeah, gonna fake flipper, and we also have the well now.
Yep. One arrow in the well. Well, more than one arrow. There's 10 more here. So, Julloninja, well, 10 more arrows, the mirror, and a piece of heart in the well. So, mirror in the well, main thing, 320 rupees in the waterfall. Not enough, sadly, for King Zora, and a piece of heart on Bottle Vendor. Yep, a piece of heart in the chicken hut.
Julloninja is still going for the non-village checks. Now, the village so far only had a mirror, so... Oh, that's the hammer.
Well, it has the hammer. I was about to say something. I was about to say, if the gloves or the hammer are in the village itself, then, you know, Julloninja could go to the village of Outcasts straight away after this. So this is brilliant on Julloninja's side. Nothing being on library, though. So Ninjembro is checking the race game. It's just 20 rupees.
We're gonna go to Agina, okay. I really, really hope that this is Julloninja's last check that is a little bit off, and that he's gonna go to Sank, he's gonna do the back of escape, because you got glove, and then just go to the village and get your Dark World access with a mirror. Because at that point, the world's your oyster.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. It looks like Julloninja is just putting off Kakariko, hoping for Flute, hoping for Dark World access. Any number of these. I mean, we know, but Julloninja doesn't. Most likely, there will be a ton of Kakariko checks soon on Julloninja's side, and just a piece of heart on, Agina's cave.
Yeah, Ninjembro is now gonna do these checks that Julloninja did. And yeah, I am so going to mess up these names from time to time. Apologies. They both have ninja in them.
So, yeah, Ninjembro doing very well with Mini Moldome Cave. Was able to get a fire rod shot off. Julloninja checking the back of escape. Small key, 20 rupees, and, a lamp that was, definitely a glove slot there.
Yeah.
And with that, you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with that map that we found earlier that Julloninja doesn't know about, this is an item that he is going for.
Yeah. But yeah, that lamp comes in handy with regards to Dark Cross.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, well, at the very least, what we're seeing on Ninjembro's side right now is that Ninjembro is about to go into Ice Rock Cave and is about to get that Moon Pearl.
Yeah. Now, Julloninja did do quite a lot of fake flippering, which took a bit of time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're having some issues here with Julloninja. I don't think we're gonna see what's in Dark Cross.
Yeah. So, yeah, on Ninjembro's side, that's Dark World access for Ninjembro. And we'll just have to see when Ninjembro goes from here. It is still back of escape here. That'll be good with regards to the lamp.
Yeah, and Ninjembro actually knows that Darkross has an item then, because he's gonna find the small key.
Yeah.
So he might very well do what Julloninja has done.
I'm just sort of thinking with this whole setup, I mean, Tower of Hera and East Death Mountain are both in logic. And yeah, we see now Julloninja is in the Lost Woods. So has probably done that Dark Cross check and is now going straight to Kakariko. We'll have to see on Ninjembro's side what was at Dark Cross.
My guess, Piece of Heart. And it is. Well, it was red. Yeah, Ninjembro is making their way towards the Darkwell here. It is an interesting choice to make to go through CAC when you have Hammer, because Hype Cave is closer. You are already saving and quitting from Darkross. You could just have saved and quit to Hype Cave.
Yeah. I mean, Hype Cave is always 5 items. I'm just trying to think. I mean, you do have, like, chess game, C-shaped house, brewery, and whatnot near Kakariko itself, so... But then again, you could dip Thieves Town. In all fairness, our runners could probably, they can logically full clear Thieves Town, but they could probably defeat Blind without a scratch on them, so I guess this does make sense.
So, Pendant Mire and Thieves Town, Red Crystal, Skull Woods. That's what I caught there.
Yep, Swamp
yeah.
Palace as well.
Okay, so we have this. This is what I was thinking through because we opened in Deborah's head. You have a fire rod. If this is a crystal, which it is, you can full clear this. It's 5 heart green mail and fight a sword, but you can clear this.
Yep. And that is the hammer on Julloninja's side. Julloninja can now make his way into the Dark World. He is going to be doing library and race game. If Julloninja does go into Dark World, you know, relatively early after this, how much do you think that fire rod on Uncle is going to hurt Julloninja? Because Ninjembro right now is, you know, going to be able to complete Skullwoods pretty much.
It depends. If Julloninja actually enters Skullwoods and just doesn't get anything, that's gonna hurt because he's gonna have to go back here. Double dipping is never good. But yeah, Julloninja also decided to save and quit to go back to the village. I'm gonna have to ask them about this, because...
I mean, on Julloninja's side, could this be a mountain play?
It could very well be. Yeah. This is logical access to most of the Lightworld Mountain.
Yeah. And yeah, that is what Julloninja is doing. So we'll get to see on Julloninja's side what is up the mountain. Yeah, just a piece of heart and old man and Ninjembro. This is Mothula. Ninjembro 5 hearts, using that fire rod to get some hits off. Spikes all around. Oh, that's one hit on Ninjembro. So 4 hearts left. Ninjembro's out of magic. got a sword swipe in, just dodging those spikes, gets 2 hammer shots in, and that is Mothula down. On Julloninja's side, there was 5 rupees on Spec Rock.
Very, very nicely done. We did see a bottle inside Spec Rock, and Julloninja saying, nah. Julloninja getting their map information.
Yep. So
yeah, so everything Julloninja is doing up here is 100% in logic. That can be important because, yeah, you want to follow logic somewhat, at least in the early game.
Yeah, it's always a big thing with the Guard Star runners of if you're skipping logic, finding out where that logic is. I've personally seen a runner, you know, be able to skip quite a few checks by piecing together logic of a seed and going, wait a second, what specifically go mode can't be in those locations, and they won the race due to that. So it's very important.
Now, this is slightly unfortunate that you don't have the hookshot going into Tower of Hera and the big keys in the basement.
Yep. Yeah, we're just seeing on Ninjembro's side, the big chest of Skullwoods is 20 rupees. I believe that's the second item in Skullwoods, and Ninjembro is out.
Yeah, so we got the crystal.
And yeah, it is a 5/6 crystal. So let's look and wait, because when Ninjembro gets the hook shot and the flippers, that's Swamp Palace. And Swamp Palace is the other 5/6, and that's Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ninjembro is now checking chess game, C-shaped house, and the brewery. And I don't believe we've even seen an item on Julloninja's side, so we'll check it on Tower of Hera. So that's 10 arrows. Yeah, Ninjembro getting the big key out of Thieves Town. Julloninja doing the drop down Tower of Hera for the big chest here. And that's a bottle! Julloninja cannot escape bottles as Ninjembro picks up the cape.
Yeah. I mean, you're saving yourself the trip through Spec Rock.
Yeah.
Now that item is absolutely pointless.
Yeah, definitely. This is why it makes sense, because, you know, there are 4 possible spots for a bottle. You just need to find one eventually, and that's what Julloninja did. I believe that was a map, and that's the powder, and Ninjembro is going out of Thieves Town with 2 items from it.
Yeah, it's a pendant dungeon. You found 2 items. You're not gonna bother with the rest. The rest can just sit there, and if it's progression, then yeah, that's the last location.
And yep, that's Julloninja's first crystal. 16 minutes, 50 seconds. Sorry, I did say Julloninja, hopefully. Yeah, that's Julloninja's first crystal. And Ninjembro is now doing the treasure chests. Those are the boots, which on Ninjembro's side, which are really useful. So we'll see how they come into play, as Julloninja will be spending some time up that mountain.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that just as Julloninja is gonna do Spiral Cave, Ninjembro finds the boots. Okay, we're doing these in reverse order. Did Ninjembro check Bumper Ledge?
I know somebody. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I think I've mixed up my seeds. I don't think anybody has this seed.
No. Because Ninjembro found the cave, why wouldn't you check the ledge? Because that is 100% in logic right now. He just ran past it with the boots.
Yeah, our tracker saying no bumper ledge check yet. Thank you ever so much. And King's Tomb having 10 arrows. Julloninja is, well, Ninjembro is in King's Tomb. Julloninja is now checking Paradox Cave, and there is the Quake.
Okay, we're gonna get a run back here for Ninjembro towards Bump Cave. That's fair. Okay, we're gonna do the mirror here. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Yep. So 3 bombs, a piece of heart, a piece of heart, 20 rupees, and the flute. The flute in Paradox Cave. Julloninja is saving and quitting out. There being nothing on Bumper Ledge. So that flute is definitely something mobility-wise that is going to help Julloninja, considering Ninjembro does have those boots right now.
Oh, we also neither of our runners checked the lumberjack ledge here.
Nope, they haven't, and Ninjembro is checking Lumberjack Ledge right now. It's just a piece of heart.
Who would have guessed?
But yeah. Yep, and it's now Ninjembro's turn to go up the mountain and get your salutes for the flute activation on Julloninja's side.
So yeah, hopefully, I mean, Julloninja can enter the dog vault here. And he is. Or is he floating away? He is floating away. Okay, Julloninja is going to go for Hype Cave here.
Yep. And, well, we haven't seen it. I think we both like Hype Cave Titan, so I'm gonna give it some hype. So yeah, Ninjembro is now checking, Spectacle Rock, finding that Bartle.
He's gonna go for it. Unfortunately, this is a time loss, even with the boots.
Yeah, Julloninja is going into Hype Cave. There are 5 items here, 5 possibilities. The first item are the mitts. Mitts in Hype Cave. What else is here? 300 rupees, a piece of heart, 300 rupees, and a piece of heart. Well, there was some hype there.
I mean, that's 5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's 5 out of 10. Again, you gotta give Hype Cave some hype, you know? Or else it just doesn't pay out. You know what? I feel like I'm being too mean. That's a 6 out of 10 because, you know, Julloninja is rich right now.
Now, here comes the thing. Is Ninjembro going to skip Hera when he notices that the big key is in the basement? So both of the items is upstairs. Nope, we're gonna go. Yeah, he was slashing to set up something, but he realized, oh, no hook shot.
Yep, we're seeing K45 on Julloninja's side, and
Julloninja, why did you walk in there to pick up 5 rupees?
I mean, some questions will never have answers, I guess. We're going to see the game.
That one's gonna that's a question mark.
But yeah, Julloninja is now going to be doing dig game.
But yeah, The one big difference between our runners right now is the fire rod, which Ninjembro picked up at Uncle.
Yeah. I mean, it may not affect soon, but it will affect eventually because when Ninjembro checked the fire rod, there weren't that many checks there. Now that Julloninja is looking for, well, quite a few items, including the fire rod, then Julloninja will be doing more checks trying to look for that fire rod. You know, yeah.
Now, the one thing that is going in Julloninja's favor is those myths. Because you can do a few more checks here in the village more effectively. But in Julloninja's mind, he's not being effective because he could have had those myths going up the mountain.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing. Julloninja doesn't know that Ninjembro doesn't have the mitts currently. It can be a flaw some runners think some of the time is that your opponent is doing the absolute best play that they possibly can do. As Moldome goes down on Ninjembro's side, and that is Ninjembro's second crystal.
Oh, we're actually picking up. Okay, so we have the flute, so we can just mirror in the center of the village to go flute over, deliver this, and a flute back.
Yep.
And yeah, when Julloninja was activating the flute, wait. Okay, I don't think we can answer. So we have not checked Sikkid yet.
Yeah.
Julloninja did not check them when they activated the flute.
Yeah, just a piece of heart on, purple chest. And again, Ninjembro with these boots, making Spiral Cave a lot shorter. That's just how the boots roll.
Yeah. Now we are getting Sikkid check.
Yep, that was just 20 rupees. Although, on the good news side for Julloninja, Julloninja is probably going to be doing chess games soon for those boots.
Hopefully before he goes into these lands. Yep. Now, Ninjembro is about to find their flute here.
Ah, so close. They nearly found the flute and the boots at the exact same time. And Ninjembro is saving and quitting here.
Yeah, here's another big thing for Julloninja. Are you going to continue in these towns? Because this could be a massive time loss if there's nothing in the back here, or you could literally find your ice rod.
I think you go elsewhere, especially, but it does seem as though Julloninja is going further into Thieves Town.
Yeah. At this point, you might as well clear it. You're never gonna go back here again.
Now, if there's something big in the back of Thieves Town, I mean, this could be huge on Julloninja's side, because I can't imagine Ninjembro going back here. Ninjembro checking Magic Bat right now.
Yeah, this is a check that Julloninja will make when he gets out of here.
Yep, just another piece of heart on Magic Bat. Yeah, so as much as I know, there's what, 2 items left in Thieves Town, and also the possibility of Ped, of course. Although I haven't checked if Ped is still possible. I believe it is. I mean, it can be the hook shot. If I'm...
Can be hook shot, can be ice rod, can be TR medallion. There's still a few possibilities. Ninjembro is going to find their mates and be a little bit sad, because this is an item you could have picked up like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, Julloninja only took it about 7 minutes ago, so I don't think there's any advantage or disadvantage on these mitts. But again...
There's a little bit of effectiveness in your Village of Outcast checks, because there's a couple of mid-slot checks there that Julloninja's probably not going to go back to for a while.
Yeah.
And him proving me completely wrong by doing them immediately.
So, Julloninja checking the Maiden's chest was 100 rupees. There is one more item in Thieves Town.
Yeah, but it can't be in the big chest because the small key has locked itself inside it.
Okay, Julloninja getting 3 hits on blind. Using that fighter sword, just prodding blind.
Ooh, he's off script, he's off script.
Yeah.
Cape out. Yeah, when you're on the blind script, you're on the script. You're gonna get, ooh, that's a sword.
Now, just trying to think, that Master Sword... I mean, it's very useful, but could it be logical? I don't think so, but...
Unless the 2 other swords are in GT and something on the tablets is required. That is the only reason. That's the only way.
Yeah, I was trying to think, is something like that possible?
Now, a sword upgrade over your opponent is going to make your fights faster. That is just how it is going to be. Ninjembro is not going to get that sword, but we are capped at 3 swords.
Yeah, so in theory, if Ninjembro found, 2 swords, for instance, in Super Bunny Cave, then this sword would be effectively null and void on Julloninja's side, but we'll just have to see where the other swords turn up.
Yeah. Now, our runners are getting a little bit of a convergence here, so Ninjembro has done Uncle, and he's done Skullwoods. Compared to Julloninja, who has done Agina, and some fake flippering checks. I believe those are the current different... Oh, Ninjembro has also done these checks up here that Julloninja is going for. But Julloninja is not going for Skullwoods without the fireball.
Yeah. I mean, you can be a bit averse to it. And yeah, Ninjembro is now going for Misery Maya. I mean, there'll be 3 checks here, and then on top of that, there'll be a Gina as well for Ninjembro. I mean, also, you could possibly dip into Desert as well. I did not see the medallion, can somebody say?
I think that was Ether, and our tracker is converging with me.
Yeah, 20 rupees and a full heart in Misery Maya shed.
Yeah. So as long as Turtle Rock is not the same as it's not Ether, then that medallion could be on there. But yeah, if Ninjembro just remembers to go to Agina here, that is a very, very quick routing advantage. Okay, we're not. We're gonna go into Desert.
I mean, this is a green pendant, so If Ninjembro full clears it, it's 3 possible items. We'll just have to see how far Ninjembro goes here, and Julloninja is checking Bonk Rocks. Oh! That is Ether, right there, on the torch, in desert. Key under the doormat, pretty much. And that is Misery Maya access for Ninjembro, but not full clear until Ninjembro finds the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, I mean, that's not under the doormat, that's behind a post in the shed.
Okay, you have a point. It's behind the post in the shed.
So, here's the big question. You can enter Misery Mire, which is a pendant.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it matters too much whether it's a pendant or a crystal at this moment, because the runners don't have the Cane of Samaria anyways. But I would think most likely our runners won't. If they don't, I think this is probably going to be a last location. If they do it now, don't they?
Our tracker is joining chat here by saying Vanilla Red King would be a bit rude. Yes, it very much would.
It would really, really be rude. It would be not good for our runners if for instance, perhaps the Cane of Samaria was, you know, in the big chest of Misery Maya. So let's definitely hope that wouldn't happen. And I don't believe Ninjembro picked up an item from, Lammo, but did get that green pendant.
Yeah, so you have an item on the right side of desert. Now, I fully agree with Ninjembro doing this, because this is a green pendant. You have not gone to Pod Eastern area yet. You have the mirror. This is just one extra item check when you go over there. So if you can do the green pendant before you go there, that is a very big advantage in routing. Now, Julloninja has already done one pendant. This is his second. I'm not sure he's gonna go for the boss if he finds both the items before going to the boss.
Yeah.
That is a very long walk. Yeah, that's a very long walk from right side desert to the boss just to get a green pendant that you can turn in later.
I saw 10 arrows there, and well, part of this mode is that the bows are non-progressive, so finding this bow in this specific seed with Eastern Palace and Palace of Darkness being crystals, I mean, this will be big. Ninjembro is actually going to Misery Maya. If this pays off, this will be huge.
Yeah, also, Julloninja is doing the boss of desert. This is the green pendant and quite possibly a pen play. Because you are Cane of Samaria away from being able to pull pen. You already have 2 pendants. You've already done all of that time extra for pretty much nothing. You got a sword and you got a medallion. A medallion to another pendant dungeon.
Also, if Ninjembro theoretically finds the cane here, if Julloninja does the same thing, that Master Sword is going to be very big on Julloninja's side. And whoa, that is the big key on the bridge chest in Misery Mire.
Yeah, of course, in a pendant Misery Mire, you have a Godmire.
Of course.
Yeah, this is a quite a bit longer fight for Julloninja because no fire rod. But Master Sword, so our spins do quite a bit of damage.
Yep, so Julloninja picking up that green pendant. I mean, I'm wondering if Julloninja will turn in the green pendant itself.
I mean, when you walk over to the eastern area, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Ninjembro has gotten a key and is going for the, well, left side of Misery Mile.
Julloninja is following Ninjembro into Mire.
Mire's the play.
Well, item 1, a red ruby. Because yeah, you got the big key. The moment you find item number 2, you're out of there.
Yep.
Steam chest for Ninjembro, getting a little bit of a break. We cannot finish this dungeon until we get a Kena Samara.
Yeah, so the flippers.
Okay.
Misery Maya required. And
Yep.
now our runners can enter Swamp Palace. Cannot complete it, but can enter it.
Now, I hope that Julloninja actually goes for the cutscene chest, because if they don't, they're gonna spend a little bit more time in here. Now, I'm not... Okay, I am going to jinx it, but Cane of Samaria in Ice Palace big key chest.
I mean, it's not too bad.
No, that's really bad. Because you're not going into Ice Palace before you have the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, so Ninjembro is going to be buying a potion here.
This might be for a potion glitch in Pod.
We'll just have to see. Ninjembro is going...
Oh, wow. This is the Ice Palace play. Or maybe Zora. No, we don't have money for Zora. Ice Palace, okay. Unfortunately, Julloninja decided to do the right side and not cutscene chest.
But yeah, chat is saying that it's possible that that those flippers arcane locked. I didn't even think of that. So possibly something to ask our runners afterwards. Really,
I believe that they got 3 small keys from the dungeon already. Yeah, all keys are accounted for, so flippers are not cane locked. Now, the big problem for Julloninja is that they can't enter Ice Palace. They do not have a fire rod.
And well, welcome raiders from SpeedGaming Portuguese. Yeah, at the moment this is a race. Well, top 32, Ninjembro versus Julloninja. Ninjembro won the last race. At the moment, our runners have done a lot of the same checks currently, but there is a major difference here, which is that Ninjembro has that fire rod from Uncle. Julloninja does not.
Julloninja has Master Sword from Blind. Pendant Blind, that is.
Oh yes, true.
This might unfortunately or fortunately be the swamp play for Julloninja, because again, they don't have the fire rod. Okay, we're just gonna go to Eastern and Pod without a bow.
I mean, well, with regards to just answering chat on pendant dungeons, currently all the pendant dungeons are paid out. Desert Palace has given Ether, which has gotten us into Misery Mire, which has given us the flippers. And, well, Thieves Town with that sword. We still don't know whether that sword is logical, but it's definitely a huge help on Julloninja's side. Sahasrara just has a piece of heart for that green pendant turn-in as we're going to the back of Sahasrara's hut.
Yeah, the longer this seed goes without that... oops, I don't think ninjembro intended to fall there. Because you don't have a hook shot. Oops.
So is... well... yeah.
Yeah, I mean... having Master Sword or Fighter Sword is relevant, especially for bosses.
Yeah.
Fire Rod helps, but only on some.
We'll just need to see where those extra swords are. There are still 4 swords in the pool. However, our runners can only get up to 3 swords in this specific mode.
Yep. And there is, as we said before, there is one scenario where both of the remaining swords are up in GT, and we have something on one of the tablets.
So yeah, Julloninja is checking ped now. There is a large amount of density in ped as Ninja...
Sorry, Pod. Ped is a very different check.
I thought ped was a dungeon now.
No.
The Pedestal of Darkness?
Sorry, I can be pedantic.
The Palace of Pedestals?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I must have said ped instead of pod one time, but yeah, there's a lot of density in pod. My apologies, Titan. Now, I didn't see what was in that chest in Ice Palace. It doesn't seem as though it's anything. The big key chest just being a 5 rupees, and Julloninja is going for the dark rooms of Palace of Darkness. Yeah. Nothing in the...
There was a shovel in Ice Palace.
Oh, well, that's dig spot then. So yeah, Julloninja now in the dark maze. 3 bombs. And a piece of heart, and Julloninja going to be checking the big chest here. That is the cane. Oh.
Okay. What do you say about archery class on ped?
Yeah, could be.
Because without a progressive bow, that is very possible. Now, this is... yeah, this is a tough fight with a fighter sword.
Ninjembro does have that blue potion just in case, I believe.
Yeah. Also, that cane was not bow locked because we did not do the bow locked side at all. We did not go to those 2 checks. So yeah, that was not bow locked.
So that is Ninjembro's third crystal. And Ice Palace is cleared. It seems as though there's nothing in Eastern Palace as of yet. Yeah. Ninjembro is going to be doing the under the bridge check now. I thought Ninjembro did do Zoring Waterfall Fairy, but
not
can I
Sora.
just...
He did Waterfall Fairy, but he didn't have the money. He did Hobo and Waterfall Fairy.
Okay. So the Eastern Palace Big Chest has a piece of heart. Now, I do remember there being an item before, so there's one more item in Eastern Palace, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is definitely going to be, you know, the Zora area checks on Ninjembro's side.
Yeah, and on Julloninja's mind, it is now that, do I risk pet? Because that is still quite a bit of a walk back into a Mystery Mire that has no items left.
I'd still be thinking in my head, there's still Dark Death Mountain. Although that's two checks. Just thinking here. I mean,
Catfish play. And Pyramid. Oh, he's gonna go to the front of Escape here and pair that in with some checks here. This is nice routing for Julon.
So yeah, I mean, if Julloninja gets that fire rod, you know, this would mean information-wise, Julloninja would have the advantage. However, Ninjembro has cleared more dungeons currently. Well, more crystals.
Now, we had to dip the two pendant dungeons we did dip. The major difference was that Ninjembro hasn't done the back of the piece down.
This looks to be on Ninjembro's side. Okay, I was just trying to look. I thought maybe this was Swamp Palace. Ninjembro's going for pod then?
No, you wouldn't flute here. This is Pyramid into Catfish.
Okay. Yeah, and Julloninja has now gotten his fire rod. So that's going to put a lot of dungeons in logic for Julloninja. Well, it will put Skullwoods in logic for him. As he's going for the, going for Hyrule Castle. Yep. Well, both our runners are going for Hyrule Castle now. Seeing what's in the front of here.
Yeah, and after 51 minutes, we are almost in sync.
So, red boomerang. I mean, if it was the blue, it would be close to vanilla. So yeah, two more chests in here. The chest that normally holds the blue boomerang, and then Zelda's chest. Those are the silver arrows. Again, if this was progressive, that would be big. But they aren't.
Nope. So yeah, the place where that bow can be is getting smaller and smaller. We have Swamp, we have Dark Death Mountain without the hookshot.
Yeah. I mean, how inviting is Turtle Rock here? You know, on Julloninja's side, because that's a possible 6 items. And if you find the ice rod, you just finish it.
Not really without the ice rod. Okay. That was an interesting way of going to just check Pyramid and then the front of Hyrule Castle and then skipping Catfish for Ninjembro. This is hard orphaning Catfish by Ninjembro. Now, it could be nothing, but if there's something here, yeah, Julloninja is gonna get back quite a bit of time.
I thought we already saw Catfish and it was 20 rupees. I might be wrong.
No, we haven't been up yet at all.
Okay. Oh, I should have just said a piece of heart and then I'd be right even if our runners would have been here or not. But yeah, so Catfish isn't going to help Julloninja here. I believe our runners are doing some of the same checks. Again, these are fantastic runners and good people. You know, make sure you give them a follow.
Please do. They are putting on a fantastic show for us here today. Ninjembro is gonna go into a pod. Now, the bow cannot be bow locked. That's impossible.
Yep. I wonder where Julloninja is going right now. Julloninja is fluting away.
Probably... Oh, Ice Pulse. Okay. This makes sense. Fire Rod and Flippers.
I mean, that Cane of Samaria is going to help Julloninja quite a lot.
Oh, yeah. This is like a 3-minute save for Julloninja.
Yeah.
Ninjembro had to do quite a few laps of Ice Palace, whereas Julloninja can just speedrun through the right side. And I believe all of the items in Ice Palace were hookshot locked. Logically. We are going to get a potion glitch here from Ninjembro.
Yeah, so this can't be the bow, but it could, for instance, be the hook shot. So
yeah,
it could give some value.
And it's also logic knowledge. There's the pod 6.
Oh, that is the ice rod. I mean, that puts... If TR Medallion isn't Bombos, and Ninjembro does go for that Cane of Samaria that we know is in Pod, that's Turtle Rock.
Oh, yeah. Julloninja is not going back to Pod until they get their bow. So bow in Turtle Rock would be disaster for Julloninja. Because, yeah, the bow can be anywhere in Turtle Rock except the boss. Bow can be anywhere in Turtle Rock except the boss, so...
Yep. Yeah, theoretically, the logic could state that you go into Turtle Rock, you get the bow, you go back to Pod, you get the ice rod, you go back to Turtle Rock.
Because from the key logic that we have here, this King of Samaria that Ninjembro is about to pick up is not bow locked. And this is the importance of knowing your key layout and key knowledge of the dungeons, because it's really, really important information to have. Okay, Julloninja has an item in Ice-T.
Yep.
There is still the possibility of a hookshot or a bow on ped, or a TR medallion. So ped is far from dead yet, chat. Yeah, I'm curious as well, Chad, because I thought that Julloninja got all 3 items already, and he's going iced tea for Big Chicken. He must have miscounted the items.
Yeah. Ninjembro is in Eastern Palace right now, so we know nothing is in here. So this is going to give Julloninja some time.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's doing a route that he didn't have to do, because, yeah, that's a small key. And there was no item on the boss. This could also be pressure, because you are 1 game down, you're an hour into the seed, you have you're double dipping several dungeons. You've already done an entire pendant this town. Oh, and we didn't get full magic before we... Okay.
Yep. Julloninja putting all of the cold stairs in the corner, using fire rod shots, gets 1 down, is escaping those ice blocks, gets a sword spin on one of the cold stairs, and that's 2 down, and is now using the hammer on the 3rd. That's all of the cold stairs down, and well, that is Julloninja's 2nd crystal.
So, yeah. 3 for Ninjembro. And yeah, Ninjembro with that ice rod is sprinting up that mountain again.
I'm just thinking both rods have really helped Ninjembro this seed.
Yeah.
The fire rod Ninjembro having for about, well, 40 minutes that Julloninja didn't, that being on Uncle, and the ice rod being bow locked in Palace of Darkness.
I still have the feeling that if the bow isn't in Turtle Rock, this is a pet seed.
I mean, there's still Swamp Palace as well, but it's becoming more and more likely to be a pet seed if, like, I would start putting bets on it as well.
Did we get the shovel check?
No, we didn't.
No, but it is Quake to enter.
Yep, shovel check was just a piece of heart. Julloninja is going Skull Woods. So yeah, 3 checks for Ninjembro here, 2 Super Bunny Cave, 1 in Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, and then he's gonna go straight into Turtle Rock. Even if the bow is here, you're saving time by just finishing Turtle Rock. What do you know? What do you say about hookshot on the bonk check in Hookshot Cave?
That would be so useful. I mean, you said it, so I'm sure it's true, right?
I mean, it is well within the game logic.
Titan!
How? It is.
I mean, I know that you can just speak things into existence, okay? And that's why I actually went, sure. But how? How? Please?
Because I always wanted to commentate a scene where the bonk shot is real. Yeah, that's Hookshot in Hookshot Cave.
Hookshot is in the cave with the name of Hookshot. Name checks out. GG's. On the Hookshot, at least. I guess we still have a race as well.
Yeah. Now, Ninjembro found a sword in Hookshot Cave. That means he is in bow mode. That could still be on the pedestal, but he has a lot of dungeons he can clear now.
But yeah, I'm just trying to think here. Yeah, I mean, so Ninjembro has TR and Swamp Palace now. And then it's basically the look for the bow.
I mean, we have a lot of checks here in Turtle Rock that it could be.
Yeah. Julloninja has defeated Mothula. That is his, well, his third crystal.
Considering where that Cane of Samaria was, I wouldn't be surprised that the bow is on Laser Bridge. Come on, let me get 2 out of 2.
I mean, I'm not commenting. Like after this, I'm just like, I've retired. Oh gosh.
Because yeah, that's the rudest place for that bow to be.
But
Because it is a logical force double dip of bod.
yeah.
Not just logical, it is required double dip.
But yeah. So nothing in well, lava room. We'll see Mimic Cave soon. And Julloninja is climbing up the mountain. We'll be able to get that hook shot, but we'll see if Julloninja goes into Turtle Rock. Because if Julloninja does, we know where the ice rod is. Julloninja doesn't, and it's not in Turtle Rock, sadly.
Okay. Well, we still have Laser Bridge.
Yeah.
We're not done in Turtle Rock yet. Completely useless Bombos Medallion.
Yeah. What I was trying to say, so forgive me if I said it wrong, but basically it would have to be a double dip of Turtle Rock without that ice rod. Julloninja getting the book from Spike Cave, which is something we haven't seen before. Book could lead to bow.
Oh no, please. Julloninja might go into Swamp. Because it's gonna go for the tablet check here.
And that is the bow on Ninjembro's side. You are close to being right, Titan. And
but that's go mode.
yeah. 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 7 seconds go mode on Ninjembro's side. Ninjembro just has 4 crystals left.
Yeah, that book was really, really bad for Julloninja. It's gonna lead him far away, and yeah. He's gonna go check pad. Ninjembro, why are you checking these items?
Maybe looking for the key?
No, he had the small key.
A third sword, maybe, then?
That's the only thing I can try. And we have a shield on here today.
Yep. Some people may be happy to hear that.
Okay, Julloninja is going back up here.
So yeah, that's... Well, Firehead is down on Ninjembro's side, Icehead is down, and now it's just the final phase of Trinex. Ninjembro looking to be preparing to give a few spins. That's one spin, one hammer hit, two hammer hit, three hammer hits, and that is Trinex down.
Yeah, it is quite unfortunate for Julloninja because he has been following the logic of this seed. And the logic of this seed is horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah. That is Ninjembro's fourth crystal. So Julloninja is going to be opening up Turtle Rock here. Now, Julloninja will probably go for Hookshot Cave, which has the hookshot, believe it or not.
I mean, you go for Super Body first because that's 2 items.
True. We'll go for Super Bunny, then Hookshot, and probably go for Swamp Palace, I'd be guessing.
Yeah, this is very, very unfortunate for Julloninja.
So, just trying to think on all of this. Julloninja still needs to get that bow and that hook shot and the ice rod.
Yeah, it's 3 items from go mode. Well, too soon.
Yeah, this is looking bad on Julloninja's side here. Still, Julloninja does have 1 sword up on Ninjembro. I mean, at the moment here, I'd say it's Ninjembro's race to lose.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Ninjembro is in go mode. Julloninja still has 2 items to find. One of them being Ice Rod. Julloninja choosing not to enter Turtle Rock. Yeah, this is gonna be swamp for him.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Sorry, chat. Chat was like, they both have level 2 sword. My mind was working in the sword on Hookshot Cave as Julloninja went in, so my apologies, chat. And now Julloninja has a sword advantage on Ninjembro. But yeah. Now, I believe any extra swords will be shown as green 20s here. If I remember correctly, but the problem is also bottles shown as green 20s, aren't they?
Yeah. Now, Julloninja is gonna off. No, he's got a full clear here, the swamp, including that side.
Yeah.
Then he might go all the way back up the mountain to Turtle Rock to clear Turtle Rock, get his bow, then go back to Pod, get his ice rod, and then realize, oh no, I'm way behind if my opponent got this ice rod.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the logic wants Julloninja to do, and that's most likely what Julloninja will do. Ninjembro destroying Helmasaur easily. gets his, well, 6th crystal and is going Feast and Palace now. But yeah,
5th crystal. We still have Swamp.
I thought, oh well. Yeah. So, yeah, our tracker's saying they'll turn up as 5 rupees, so if we see a 20 rupee, we'll know that's the 4th sword on Julloninja's side.
Yeah, I mean, he's in Swamp. We're down a sword. Yeah, getting another sword for ninjembro would just be comfortable for him, but you're not required. These runners are very well accomplished.
I mean, still, you know, our runners don't know what the other runner is doing at all. Again, they could be assuming that the other runner is doing things perfectly. We had the mitts earlier on, that the mitts were in Hype Cave, and both runners dipped the mountain before having mitts. You know, and those mitts leading to, well, I forgot where the boots are, so I don't know if they had the boots and could have got the
No,
hook shot there.
they had the boots before that was in chess game.
Okay.
So yeah, if you had mitts going up the mountain, that would have been better. So yeah,
Yeah.
early hype cave this seed. Both the runners know that's the best route, but knowing that afterwards is of course 2020 hindsight.
Yeah. So, you know, ninjembro is, you know, doing things as quickly as, well, as he can, and just hoping that, you know, Julloninja hasn't, you know, found the mitts and those boots early and found everything perfectly, of course.
Yeah.
So, you know, whilst we might be seeing that, you know, Julloninja needs a ton of stuff and ninjembro doesn't, like, thinking on ninjembro's perspective, you know, both our runners are probably thinking, this is a huge race here. I've got to do this as best I can.
Yeah. And I mean, the one big difference between the runners in this seed is Julloninja didn't do the Bolaf side of pod when they could.
Yep. So Julloninja has gotten his 4th crystal, is now going to be checking left side swamp. I doubt Ninjembro is going to be doing that.
No. Yeah, this is going to be the visual difference of Go mode Swamp Palace or full clear Swamp Palace.
Yep. And yeah, chat asking what's replacing the 4th sword. Yeah, as our tracker said, it's a green 20. So Julloninja is checking left side swamp. We'll see if it's the fourth sword. First item being the heart piece. And that's the bug net. So no sword in left side swamp.
Yeah, but it's Swagnet, so Julloninja wins.
Sorry, I didn't hear you for a second.
So it's the Swagnet, so Julloninja wins, right?
Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my ears right now. But I mean, yeah, I used the fillet for for a lot of agas.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind. But we are getting a 7th crystal pickup from ninjembro here, which means we are going to GT. Please get your numbers into chat, which spot you think that the big key is going to be in. I see you already put your guess in.
Yep.
And my guess is always 7.
Yep. So, yeah.
And I think we lost Julloninja's stream again. It will be right back.
Yeah. We'll just see what happens on there. As ninjembro is making his climb up to Ganon's tower to face Aga 2, Ganon, Lamo 2, and Moldorm 2. Yeah, so ninjembro is going to be dodging these Lionels. Uses the hook shot to dodge one of the Lionel bolts. And now, 7 crystals, well, rise from Link as Ganon's tower opens. Make sure that you have your guesses in chat for the GT guessing game, because guesses close now. Okay, so ninjembro is going for Hope Room. Number 1 is a small key. Number 2 is 20 rupees. Ninjembro going full right, going past Tile Room.
Makes sense. You got the smoky.
Yep. So, lighting up all 4 torches. Do you want to do the next 4 Titan?
Yeah. Number 4. Vicky. And ninjembro looking for another sword. Not gonna find one. But
I mean, ninjembro went straight Hope Room, so I believe that was number 3.
oh right, that was number 3. My apologies. He did not even check. Yeah. My deepest apologies. So the winner of today's guessing game is Raging Reynolds.
Yep.
Who was the first one to guess number 3. So yeah, GG's, you win a 2 internet points, which unfortunately cannot use anywhere.
But yeah, definitely GG's Raging Reynolds, and well, supposedly people like my pirate accent, so yar ye win, Raging Reynolds. So Ninjembro is now doing the climb of GT. Now we get to see specifically, you know, I mean, this is one of the things with open hard. There's no blue or red mail, so Ninjembro has to be careful here while facing off against the Zazax and the Beamoses. With that Master Sword in hand, just to, you know, clear up these rooms quickly.
Yeah, the one thing he is missing is a sword, but he might open up a few checks at the top.
So that was 3 silver arrows, and that was all the Lambos down. Ninjembro climbing up, and we're going to see the first Wiz Rope here. One Samaria rod shot, and they all go down. And, well, Ninjembro going past the first of many long corridors here into second Stalfos room. Gets a Samaria rod shot and a sword swing, and they're all down again. Past the second long corridor. And yeah, this is the torch room here, so that's 3, 4 shots off Ninjembro's side, and Ninjembro is, well, climbing the stairs, getting well, 1, 2, 3, 4 fire rod shots off, past the second torch room, and we're about to face off against Moldorm too. Ninjembro is checking a few chests, hasn't found the sword there. 2 chests are remaining, so Ninjembro doesn't have enough magic power to powder, but might do now. No, doesn't. Didn't find anything in the second to last chest. Is facing off against Moldorm with the hammer. Gets 2 hits and the sword swing. Moldorm is down. Is the Tempered Sword for Ninjembro in the last chest. Just 50 rupees. So this will be a Master Sword Silver's Ganon fight.
I do wonder where that last sword is.
Probably still somewhere in GT, I'd imagine.
Most likely, yes.
So, Ninjembro versus Ganon. The second fight. Ganon is going into various, well, split into 3.
Nice triple there.
Yep. So that's a double there. And a single, and that's Ganon 2 down. However, there's one thing left. An ominous presence emerges from Ganon, turning into a bat. Ninjembro falls down to face off against Ganon. Ganon giving trivia with regards to Bacon as Ninjembro gets those sword spins in. And Ganon should be roughly in second phase soon, I think. Nope, still in first phase. Quite a few sword spins here. I believe it's what? If I remember correctly, it should be something like 28 sword spins needed as Ganon is in phase 2.
In total, yeah.
So yeah. Ninjembro getting those sword spins out. Using the cape in order to avoid a few of the fire bats. Ganon teleporting away. And Ninjembro getting a few more sword spins in. And this is it. Ganon is in third stage. 4 sword spins, and then it's the silver arrows. And that's 2 hits on Ganon. 3 hits on Ganon. Four hits, and then Ganon goes, "Oh no, silver, my true weakness." As ninjembro gets a sword spin on Ganon and 1 silver arrow. And that is 2 silver arrows on ninjembro's side. Ninjembro is lighting up both torches. That is 3. And that is 4. So get your GGs ready for ninjembro. As soon as ninjembro, crosses this ladder effectively, then ninjembro will be the winner. And that is it. GGs for ninjembro.
GG's, and ninjembro finishes with an official time of 1:29:02. And as you might have guessed, that Julloninja decided to forfeit quite immediately after this because they were several items from go mode.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can get the the run is in. Speaking of that, GG's ninjembro.
Hey, GG's, and GG's to Julloninja.
Yeah, GG. So the logic of that seed was horrible.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, like, my brain wasn't working, like, when I was chatting with Jullo afterwards about it, like, it's, like, required double dip of both pod and Turtle Rock, logically, but for a little bit, I was trying to keep track of, like, if the bow could even be in Turtle Rock, and then I was just like, wait, yes, it can.
Are joined by Julloninja as well. GG.
Yeah, GG.
Hey, GG, Julloninja. Yeah, we were just saying how, like, that dumb pod and TR logic in this seed was just disgusting.
Yeah. That shouldn't be how it works, but I guess it is now.
Yeah, so this entire seed was literally a tale of ice, fire and ice. Because Julloninja, you didn't get your fire rod until a decent time in, and ninjembro got that a minute into the seed.
Oh.
Having 3 bombs and then getting the fire rod was, like, really rough because I was like, I really, really wanted to just do front of escape with that stuff, but I was like, no, I should use these bombs for CAC. So I just didn't. Turns out silvers were there, but I mean, we got those later and it wouldn't have mattered at any point in the seed.
Yeah, from the start, Julloninja, you went straight for Mini Moldorm Cave.
Oh, and well, the bush crab had bombs.
Yeah.
Wait, was it just like straight from Link's house to Mini Modorm?
Yep.
Oh my god, what a gamer, dude!
I mean, if it didn't work out, then I just go damn a Nagina. If bush crab doesn't supply me the goods.
Yeah, I didn't find out about those bombs on bush crab until, like, whenever it was that I was going up the mountain, like a half hour into the seed or something like that. And only because, like, the bush crab spawned under the rock on the way to the mountain, and I was just like, oh, bombs. And also, like, this seed was very annoying resource-wise. Like, I was low on bombs for so much of it. I wasn't even paying attention when I was doing the bomb jump in Ice Palace to get to the right side that I was down to like 3 bombs, and I know there's a free setup for that bomb jump, and I just to this day haven't actually like committed to memory what that setup is. So I got it on my 3rd try, and like as I dropped the bomb and my item just swapped to something else, I was like, oh no, I really need to make the bomb jump this time.
What did you both think of the Mitts and Hype Cave? Because you both got it quite late.
It didn't feel good. Because I was just the way I was thinking was like I don't know what Jullo's openings are like, but when I got my Dark World access, I was like, okay, like there's a decent chance Jullo also has Dark World access and doesn't have Fire Rod. So he might do hype left before going to Village of Outcast portal. So when I got the mitts there, I was just like, oh no, that made this route really clean.
I mean, yeah, just seeing what people are saying. What did you think of Hookshot in Hookshot Cave? I mean, yeah.
I don't appreciate it because the aforementioned not bow-locked cane, but should be bow-locked cane made me decide to ditch TR to go into swamp and stuff.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. And also, my apologies, I did call that hookshot when you were in Super Bunny Cave. So, sorry.
Yeah, like kind of similar. Like I was saying before you got here, like I was pretty sure that the cane wasn't bow locked, but I wasn't like 100% sure. But I was like, Turtle Rock is a dungeon that even if you're go moding it, you're basically full clearing anyway. So I was like, I might as well just go in here and do it because I'm here. Like the only thing that like could have made it easier is if like I found a tempered sword doing everything else, and I was just like, Hammer Trinex isn't that bad, so let's just go do this. And then yeah, Bo was there, and I was like, okay. Honestly, up until I finished, I didn't feel really good, just because like my Ice Palace was kind of like there were just a lot of things that as I was finding things, I was like, oh no, like Jullo may have just done this complete other different route and just like, you know, got the mitts before going to the mountain, so got the hook shot, may have already had the cane from a pod dip, so maybe he was able to like just do Ice Palace like 7 minutes faster than me. Not literally 7 minutes, but there were just a lot of things that, like, if I had routed differently, like, I could have done faster. Like, I still felt that my route was efficient, but, like, my gameplay wasn't as clean as it could have been. I don't know. But, yeah.
Yeah, this does mean that ninjembro, you do move on to the next round. Julloninja, this does unfortunately mean that you are knocked out from the tournament. But yeah, both of you have done fantastic in this tournament. Both of you reached this far, at least. So, do you have any final words for the tournament and the seed?
No, I mean, I enjoy the variety. I hope they maybe tweak things and not require stuff to be the same across modes, because I like variety in my rando. people should just learn to deal with one having GT and big and GT and one not. And maybe one day we can have entrance and main tourney.
Agreed.
Something a little more, I don't know, out there in terms of difficulty. But no, it was nice being able to async and not async to qualify and not mess up my sleep for the main tourney, so that was a plus for overall.
Yeah, and same thing. I like the variety. It's pretty good. Agreed that hopefully someday we can get some kind of entrance in here. Though I kind of understand the trying to pick modes that fit into some kind of time range, but I guess even with the fad keys versus like standard boots, there's already a pretty big range. So hopefully entrance can sneak its way in at some point. But yeah, I'm glad to be moving on at the same time. Like, I'll be glad when the tournament's over and I'm able to get some of my life back. But yeah, GG's again, Jullo, and thanks Goran and Titan for doing comms. Thanks to the trackers, everybody that helps put this on, so that people can watch some rando.
Yeah, thank you both for learning. Thank you, Goran, for co-coming with me. It was a delight as always.
Yep, always is.
A huge shout out to the admin team for putting all this together and making this tournament reality. Also, thank you to our tracker again, Pixcalibur, for keeping us in line of all of the items. And I believe this seed actually had, if I remember correctly, we had a small key and the ice rod bow locked on the right side. I'm not 100% sure how that affects it, but it might have been a triple dead logic of pod. Which is absolutely horrible, by the way. No seed should ever have that. But yeah, GG's to both runners, and Goran, please take us out.
Okay, so yeah, GG's to Ninjembro and Julloninja. Make sure you give a follow to these runners. Amazing race. You're amazing people. Thank you, Titan, for co-commentating with me. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you, Pixcalibur, for tracking and definitely just helping out so much. I don't know what I'd do without you tracking, honestly. And thank you to SpeedGaming for putting this up. So the only other thing to say before we go is that there is another match going on. I believe it's Hamburg versus Plasma Kappa. I think it's round of 32. And that's on SpeedGaming 4. Make sure you keep subscribed to, followed to SpeedGaming 1 to 5 and a link to Pass Randomizer 1 to 6. And, well, see you next time. Bye, everybody.